Okay, I am home early from work, and because my brain is mushed because somebody hit me and drove off while I was almost to work. Um, there's a two turning lanes at an intersection after I cross the bridge into Arizona, and I take the outside or the left lane because it puts me directly into the lane I need to turn to get to Home Depot where I work at. And came around that curve okay with all the other traffic, and then bam. And they weren't even with me. So like when I looked over, there was like nobody right there, but I caught a glimpse of the vehicle in my rearview mirror on the passenger side. And I don't have a make or a model, but it was just a four-door silver sedan, pretty much. Like just like I'm driving now. I kind of had a little panic attack because I couldn't figure out where my button was for my hazard lights, but I guess I didn't need those because he sped off. He hit me and he drove off. If I had been injured, he was leaving me to die. Or she. I don't know who was driving. I don't know whether it was male or female or what. But I just I'm just and my just took a pain pill because stress is trying to induce a headache on me. And I went to work. I technically I finished, because I'm barely 2 blocks from work, and it wasn't really safe to stop there because it's a busy intersection. There was too much traffic. So I figured it was better to go to work, and I was just so shocked. I couldn't even think. My manager had to tell me to call, and I was like, I don't even have and it's not a 911 call. I get, I didn't feel like it was a 911 emergency. So somebody had to look up the local police department number for me, and I called, and an officer came to my job and took pictures of the car and made a report. So, but I just don't even, it's just, how crazy and irresponsible is that? I'm assuming, judging by the time of day, that wasn't some kid driving, no teenager. That had to be a grown person, someone who's an adult. And I'm just, my flappers are gasted, and and I'm just, yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't imagine what kind of mistakes I would make if I was trying to work with my brain all mushy like this. So, but physically, I'm all right. Like I said, just mushy brain right now. So I came home after everything. I'm afraid to, if I had a big order to ring up, that I would miss something, and possibly miss something. Yeah, it's, you know, um, but I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. And I'm gonna get up tomorrow and go to work like it didn't happen. I guess I should call my insurance company. I'm kind of up in the air whether I even need to call them or not, because I mean, I'm concerned that if I call them, that they'll increase my insurance rate, even though I didn't do anything wrong and this isn't my fault in any way, shape, or form. So, but I have a number from the police officer for the report and all of that, and I'm just I don't even know what to think. I just, what kind of person hurts somebody else and then just drives off and leaves them? I mean, I'm not physically hurt, but you, and my poor little car, my poor little car. I haven't even had it a whole year. I'm making payments on it. I mean, it's not awful looking. Yeah, it's awful looking to me, but it's not like the door's still open on that side. At least they're still functional. I don't even know what to think. I just, I'm gonna do my best to decompress here, because I can't. I gotta. I'm losing a day's pay. I'm gonna get a point for missing work. Um, and I am just, like I said, my flappers are gasted, and I'm just. It's just not the actions of somebody who should be a responsible adult. That's a coward and someone who shouldn't be allowed to drive. I mean, and I know there's cameras at that intersection, but I don't know how much they caught or whatnot. And yeah, but if you can't stay and face the music of your own actions, then you shouldn't be behind the wheel of a car. Anywho, adventures in the life of Renetta. Yay! Alright, friends and family. That is my day today, I guess. And I love you and I miss you. And peace be upon you.